How's it going, everyone? In this video we're going to take a look at another music box, but slightly different because this is actually a whole soundtrack set plus a music box. So this is actually going to be of The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword, which I haven't actually played, but I was really curious about the music box. You can kind of see it down here below. So this is actually a whole box set, so it includes I think 5 CDs of the entire soundtrack of Skyward Sword plus that music box. There's 2 versions of this set, so you can get it just the soundtrack without the music box, and then the deluxe version, which is this one, which includes the music box, which is cool. So this is a Japan only item, I believe, at this point, but this is the packaging so far. It's a pretty beefy packaging, pretty weighty as well. So it's all in Japanese for the most part, and then you got the soundtrack listing on the back. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 discs, and all the kind of track listings down there, all in Japanese. So I'm not going to try and attempt to read that just yet. The main theme of Skyward Sword is pretty good, so that's what I'm going to assume is the actual music box. But yeah, we're just going to pretty much open this up pretty quickly and then go straight to that music box. So let's get my knife so I can unpack the wrapping bit here. If you haven't seen my channel before, then have a look, because you may see some other music boxes that I've uncovered before. So particularly the Nier ones and then some Final Fantasy ones as well. Those are pretty cheap. You know, you can buy those for about 15, 20 pounds or so, or $20 roughly. And you can get those locally as well. You don't have to import those from Japan. But I've just kind of got a fascination of video game music boxes these days. So this one, I thought, even though I haven't played Skyward Sword and I'm not a huge Zelda fan, I thought let me just get this in. So here's the packaging, really nice kind of shell design here, or this slipcase, outer slipcase here. Really shiny actually, very, very shiny. Using key art from the Skyward Sword game as well. I really like this sky scene. It's really basic, but I like it. It's really nice watercolor painting there. And I think that's one of the Skywards in that game. Let's take out the actual soundtrack and then the music box itself. So that's the soundtrack there, and then I believe the white box has the music box in there. So here we have the music box house there. We'll get to that in just a moment. And then we've got the soundtrack here. So we'll quickly go through the soundtrack stuff, and then towards the end we'll get to the music box. So here's the CDs themselves housed in this kind of gatefold case. So you've got Zelda on the front there, Princess Zelda, the spine there, like so. You got Link on this side here, and then you open that up to reveal the disc. So you got disc 1 here, and you got the villain, I believe. I don't know his name actually. And then you've got disc 3 and 5 there. So you can actually move these out of the way. A little bit tricky to just kind of unhinge it there, and then you can see disc 2 is down there. Lift this up so you guys can see. So each disc is colored differently. Nice kind of Triforce-esque design or pattern on the disc, just with different colors, which is nice. You've got disc 4 here in nice kind of ruby red. So those are the discs of the soundtrack. I'm not gonna go too much into detail there. And then we've got this kind of booklet here. So The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword original soundtrack, doesn't say much else there. And with one of the key art from the game as well, with Link riding, I actually don't know what that is, I can't remember the name. What's this here? This might be a code of some sort, which I guess you guys can use it if it's useful, maybe. And I think this just kind of goes to the track listing and maybe some kind of extra kind of notes and stuff. So here, just kind of flick through this a bit. Sorry, I cut that off a bit. Got some screenshots from the game. I think that was the Master Sword personified or something like that. So like I said, I haven't played the game. I know a little bit about it, but not that much either, to be quite honest. It is a game I do want to play. I know the HD one is out now, but I haven't got around to playing it. Zelda's not really my kind of thing, so I tend to put them off for a long, long time or never play them. So we'll see. I mean, I haven't even finished Breath of the Wild, so yeah, there is that too. So History of the Master Sword, that's cool. Let's go back to that one. That's going to be pretty interesting. History of the Master Sword. Okay, cool. This goes through some of the older games as well. What's that? Wind Waker, I think it is, and then Ocarina, maybe? Or is it Majora's Mask? One of those. And then it ends with the credits of musicians. So we'll go do the music box now. So this is just in a white box here. This is actually the music box itself, tiny music box. From the actual visuals I've seen before, it actually looks very, very similar to the stuff I've seen or uncovered with Nier and Final Fantasy. So it's in this white little box here with a silver logo there, which is nice. That's a really nice logo. Let's try and open this without tearing anything. I usually hate opening these kind of boxes when you get that little crease in the flap. It can happen, but oh well. So we've got a music box revealed right there. And yeah, it looks just like the Nier and Final Fantasy ones. So I think it might even be made by the same people as well. Let's get it out of this plastic wrap and show you the music box. So here we go. The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword with the logo and the Triforce and the birdie character or insignia emblem on there as well. Really cool looking music box. transparent plastic. I like it. It's very clean looking. Fingerprint magnet, just like the other music boxes from Nier and Final Fantasy would be, but it's pretty much the same size. I've not got those out at the moment, but it looks pretty much the same size. And then everything internally looks pretty much as I would expect from a music box this size as well, with the note and the cylinder there, you can see. So it's cool. And then on the underside, okay, you got a Nintendo logo there, and then of course the twisty bit right here. So let's give this a quick twist and see what that sounds like. So it's made by Sankyo, you can see here, which I think is the same as the Nier and Final Fantasy ones after all. So that's okay. And this is the main theme from the Skyward Sword game as well, which is cool. This is what I expected. I do like that theme. Very nice theme. I will actually have the full theme of what is probably going to be like 20-30 seconds of this music box, I expect. And I'll have that as a separate video. But that's a quick sound glimpse of it. And this is basically the music box for this deluxe set of the soundtrack. Now this is probably what, an 8,000 yen item. I can't remember if it's got the price on here now, but yeah, it's around 8,000 yen, I believe. So yeah, 8,800 yen. The non-music box edition is going to be a little bit cheaper. Really, it's up to you. If you really want the music box, then you're going to have to get this deluxe set, the bundle set. Otherwise, you can just get the soundtrack separately. Up to you. I'm not that tied or close to the Zelda franchise, so I couldn't really recommend either way. But I do like music boxes, so that's why I've decided to pick this one up. As I mentioned before, I will have a separate video just going or having the audio on its own for this particular music box, as I do with all the other music box videos. Hope you enjoyed having a look at this unboxing of the Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword soundtrack plus music box set. Check out my channel for more music boxes, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one.